It was a Saturday morning, and I'd been feeling kind of funny during the week. I literally just stood up and was out of breath, and I thought, that's strange, and I felt a little bit of pain. I thought I better call 911 because this is unusual. And then before I did that, I debated with myself. I thought, I don't have time for this. I have a busy week coming up. But finally, fortunately, I did call 911. And I remember Mike Judd walked into our living room. He asked me my name and he asked me my birthday, and that's really the last I remember.
The call came in as a chest pain call. We made entry into the house, saw Mr. McCabe, started questioning him while I was just asking some questions to get some history. Mr. McCabe stood up to get his wallet to assist us in providing his information, and he got a little dizzy, sat down. I asked him if he had gotten dizzy. He said yes. He proceeded to, his eyes kind of rolled back in his head and he went unresponsive. Went, checked his pulse, realized that he didn't have a pulse. He wasn't breathing anymore, so we picked him out of the chair, placed him onto the ground. Once we placed him on the ground, we began CPR. Mike went and jumped on the chest, started doing compressions. I jumped and started giving breaths while simultaneously trying to get the AED on. We halted, CPR paused, and then the AED advised us to shock. Shocked him, jumped right back into CPR, continued CPR for maybe another full round, and in that process, you could see that he was breathing again. We checked the pulse was there. So we stopped CPR, assisted ventilations, just continued to assess ventilations, and then within the next 3 minutes, he regained consciousness, started talking to us, asking questions, and it was funny. He was cracking jokes. You know, he was upset with us that we cut his shirt. Not really upset, but he did make a joke about it being his favorite shirt. And
they did rip my favorite t-shirt. I was a little annoyed about that. I really have no memory other than for a couple of minutes, I'm told I was dead. I felt great. It was a feeling of I just felt wonderful. And was a little bit disappointed. The next thing I remember, Mike had a flashlight in my eye saying, "Are you back? Are you there? Are you back?" And off we went from there. And boy, the guys were great. They were terrific to my wife during a stressful time, difficult for her. Probably in those minutes harder for her than for me. And then they stuck with me and got me to the hospital. But they were just, the interaction with them, they're just unbelievably great guys. I was life flighted to Honolulu. The doctor diagnosed that I did have 2 blockages. He did stents. It was not the Saturday I expected. I had no idea the stuff that the guys do from the fire station, what's involved in the EMS services. I had no idea. Boy, do I appreciate them. They're just incredible.
From time I realized he was having a heart attack till the time that he was done with the surgery, all I knew how to do was pray, calling out to God for his mercy. It is a miracle.
The Lord was there with perfect timing and all sorts of coincidences that really worked out. But the fact of the matter is, the guys were there. I think the community really needs to know more about what they do. And we as a couple, we just want to support them any way we can. We think they're terrific.
Very honored, and could have been anyone. We just happened to be the 2 guys that showed up to it. It's a pretty surreal experience to have someone come back and be fully functional and be able to step right back into their life and have no deficits. It's again, like I said, it's very fulfilling, and just appreciative that we are in the right place at the right time. We also get a lot of excellent equipment from the Sayre Foundation, and that this call just goes to show the importance of having the right equipment at the right time and how it can make all the difference in the outcome of the call and how that can affect someone's life.
It just overwhelms me, the stuff that the department does, that the crew does. Very glad that you're the guy that showed up and did the work. What a difference it made. It's just incredible. So thank you.
Happy to do it. It's part of what we do, and